Welcome to the Friday Night Lights Preview Show.
Hey everyone, and thank you for joining us for the WNEM Friday Night Lights Preview Show. Tonight, we'll take a closer look at some of the games coming up in Week 3 of the high school football season and what to expect tomorrow on our Friday Night Lights show.
We'll kick things off with our game of the week that you, the fans, voted for, which features a battle in the Saginaw Valley League that has one team that is looking to continue to meet expectations, another looking to get back on track, as Heritage will go on the road to take on Grand Blanc. We'll kick things off with the away team, the Heritage Hawks.
Yeah, that's right, Cole. Heritage enters this matchup hungry for a win. The Hawks are currently 0-2 after falling to Mount Pleasant and Dow, two teams that are now both 2-0. This game with the Bobcats marks the start of SVL play for Heritage. The Hawks have made it to the regional final game the past 2 seasons and have a winning culture. The team believes they know what needs to be fixed in order to have success moving forward. Grand Blanc will be a tough task.
They're very explosive in all 3 phases, and we're going to have to play a really good game. And we're excited for the challenge. It's great to play these games. It's great to start conference play, and it's a measuring stick game for sure. You learn plenty. There's no doubt about it. We lost 2 really, really good teams, and our focus has been on perfecting our process through those shortcomings. We did not play well enough in either of those games, but we progressed from week 1 to week 2, and we've got to do the same into week 3, taking things one day at a time, one game at a time, but using our shortcomings as an opportunity to perfect what needs to be perfected.
Grand Blanc opened conference play last week with a decisive win over Carmen Ainsworth. Now the undefeated Bobcats, get their first home matchup of the year tomorrow night. The team held an annual pep rally on Tuesday night, and Grand Blanc is expected a fantastic atmosphere. The Bobcats are pumped to play at their home for the first time this year and are expected to have their fans help them get their home field advantage.
We're really excited. The kids are pretty jacked up about it. It's a good environment here at the Don, and the kids are looking forward to it.
The energy here is unbeatable, really. I feel like our student section brings it. Everybody brings it. The whole city brings it, and we love opening it up in here. It's gonna be a great time, great game.
It's definitely bigger, especially first home game. Everybody's gonna pack it out. It's gonna be packed game of the week. So yeah, it's something to look forward to for sure.
Well, let's dive a little deeper into the history of this matchup. This Friday will only be the 7th meeting between Grand Blanc and Heritage on the gridiron, with the Bobcats controlling the series with a 5-1 record. Heritage's only win, though, came back in 2022.
That's right, Mark. But last year's game was a nail-biter, as Grand Blanc would just be able to hold on to pick up a 22-21 victory. If you love scoring, this could be a game for you. Well, when these two teams meet, they combine to average just under 60 points a game, so expect to see some highlights from this one.
Oh man, I am excited, and I love to hear that, because those won't be the only highlights we're getting. We of course have a double-digit games coming your way tomorrow on Friday Night Lights. Here's a list of the games we're planning on being at.
Let's start off with another huge matchup in the SVL, as Dow and Mount Pleasant face off, as both teams look to remain unbeaten. The Chargers are coming off a big 49-34 win over Heritage last week, as the Oilers were able to shut out Saginaw United. This will be the 33rd meeting between these two teams, with Mount Pleasant leading the series 18-14. But Dow was the better team last season, as they would pick up a 28-7 win to end the Oilers' 4-game win streak over them.
Garland's Randolph in that game, going to be fun to watch. He's been a stud through 2 games for the Chargers. Looking forward to tomorrow's matchup. In the Tri-Valley Conference, Freeland will look to remain undefeated as they take on Swan Valley. The Falcons would shut out the Bridgeport Bearcats to stay perfect on the season, and have yet to allow an opponent to score on them through the first 2 weeks of the season. As for the Vikings, they were a part of last week's Game of the Week, of course, where they played Frankenmuth tough, falling by just 7 points, 21-14. This is the 39th clash between Freeland and Swan Valley, with the Vikings holding a slight edge in the series 21-17. Although the Falcons have been cutting into that gap, as they've won the last 5 meetings between the 2 schools and have 27 seniors on this year's roster.
Says that Freeland team, a very impressive team so far this year. Expect them to go far in the playoffs. But Swan Valley was very impressive last week against Frankenmuth, so excited to see what that
was a great game last week. Excited to see what they do against the Falcons.
Now we'll move over to the Mid-Michigan Activities Conference as Chesting will go on the road to face New Ulthrop. Both teams will be looking to prove doubters wrong after suffering losses last week, with Chesting being shut out against Lakeville and the Hornets falling 40-33 to Durand. This is the 10th meeting between Chesting and New Ulthrop, where the Hornets led 6-3. Chesting has had New Ulthrop's number as of late, winning the past 2 meetings.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game. Other games to keep an eye on include Ithaca at Michigan Lutheran Seminary, Lapeer challenging Saginaw United. That'll be a fun one. And a crosstown rivalry battle in Saginaw. Valley Lutheran will host New Belt. Cole, I won't lie, I'm really looking forward to that game. Both teams return a ton of guys, and both coaching staffs were very high on their teams coming into this season, and I know those teams don't like each other.
I know from last year's game of the week, we had them. Valley Lutheran very, very pumped for this game every single year. Still looking for their first win over Novell as well, too. So this could be the time to do it is this year.
I'm looking forward to it. Durand will face Montrose. That game actually going to be happening over at Kelly Short Stadium in Mount Pleasant on the Central Michigan University. My apologies to your former college there, Cole. Flushing will challenge Fenton, Clare at Bullock Creek, and then Bay City Western will go head-to-head with Midland High. Cole, if you look at those 10 games, which one are you liking right now?
I say that Freeland Silent Valley game looks very interesting. We talked about it before. Both teams looking very impressive so far this year. Excited to see what they can do. But Durand and Montrose as well. I think that could be a sneaky game that people can enjoy as well this weekend. Montrose having a very good start to the season right now. Durand also looking pretty good, like we mentioned, beating a big win last week as well, so we'll see what those two teams be able to do.
Yeah, both those teams 2-0, and then 2 more 2-0 teams playing in Mount Pleasant and Dow and Mount Pleasant. So Mount Pleasant might be the place to be. We'll be at both those games. You can say hi to Austin Sumwitz. He'll be at both of those. Well, we'll have a lot of great action coming your way tomorrow, and it will all kick off with us being live. Cole will be at Grand Blanc High School to preview our game of the week during the 5 and 6 o'clock newscast. And then, of course, at 11, make sure you join us for another edition of Friday Night Lights, as we'll have double-digit games for you. Once again, we'll show you also our play of the night and announce which 3 matchups will be our finalists for the game of the week. Thanks so much for watching our preview show. Cole Martins, I'm Mark Pearson. We'll see you tomorrow